Hi, I'm Deborah, and welcome to my channel, Deborah's Divine Downloads. Today's topic is going to be on indecisiveness, as it pertains to our desires. I came across a post yesterday which called for my reflection, considering we've been assigned to govern our own mind and thoughts, and I just wish to share this with the collective as a form of encouragement, considering I was encouraged as well. So we start off here with a question. If we are indecisive about something or things we want, and it becomes unavailable while we're trying to determine whether or not we should get them or it because someone else got it or them instead, was our hesitation a sign to seize what we want the next time an opportunity is presented to us because it might not be there later? I'm going to say that again. If we are indecisive about something we want and it becomes unavailable while we're trying to determine whether or not we should get it because someone else got it instead, was our hesitation a sign to seize what we want the next time an opportunity is presented to us because it might not be there later? Okay. So first, my intuition detected a variance, right? Which called for this question. It detected a variance or a disagreement between the words indecisive and want. Okay. So I'm guided to divine these two words. Indecisive is defined as inconclusive, not opposite of, plus decisive, meaning not decisive, the opposite of decisive, right? It's characterized by indecision, right? Vacillating, if you will, related to indecisively or indecisiveness, right? And when we talk about inconclusive, inconclusive is defined as not leading to a firm conclusion, not ending doubt or a dispute. Now we go to the word want, which is to desire greatly, need, lack, as to say, I really want that new car, to have a strong feeling, to have something, to wish, to possess, or to do something we desire greatly. She wants a glass of water. They want to leave. So it's a desire to do something or to have someone do something. I want you to clean your room, right? So let's also add the definition of desire, right? We got desire, which is a craving or a yearning, an emotion directed towards attainment or possession of an object, can be a sensual appetite, physical desire, lust, right? It says it's from the old French desire, from desirer, and then it said see desire, the verb, meaning that which is longed for, and is from the mid 14th century. I got that from Etymology Online. So if we are indecisive about what we want, then the next step is to remove the doubt we have about what we are yearning for through wisdom, whereby we are able to discern what will serve our higher self, whether that is making the decision to get what we want or bringing that desire under our control so it's not governing our movement since what we want is unclear, right? Let's play desire's advocate, okay? And say you made a decision to get what it is that you want despite the hesitation, okay? The truth is, the hesitation serves as a sign that you are not firm in your decision. And not being firm in your decision, it is a clear indication, right, that you do not see the value in making that choice. Okay? We behold value before we manifest that value on the physical plane, meaning it is tangible from the beginning to the end of its creation process. Otherwise, there would be no manifestation because there would be no vision. When your conclusion to end doubt, to make a decision, derives from another's experience, meaning you only attributed value to the opportunity you had because someone else seized that opportunity and found satisfaction in that while you were on the fence, it's simply an indication of where you are versus where you want to be. And that is decisive. You want to be decisive. Not necessarily the opportunity in and of itself to get what it is that you thought you wanted. If we truly crave and yearn for something, then why would we be slow to take the opportunity when given? It's truth. Not being hard on ourselves due to ignorance that sets us free to know indecisiveness is not because we know what we want, but because we don't know what we want. So this notion that we missed out is perpetuated by the fear of loss. But we didn't miss out because we would have still been on the fence. It's the perception that someone took what could have been ours that is misinterpreted, supporting thoughts of scarcity. The value recognized is by way of someone else's vision. Like, if we throw away an item only to want it when someone takes it out of our trash can, because it became more appealing to us, viewing its value through their desire to have it. Do you see that? I'm going to say that again, okay? We didn't miss out because we would have still been on the fence. It's the perception that someone took what could have been ours that is misinterpreted, supported by thoughts, like supporting thoughts of scarcity. The value recognized is by way of someone else's vision. Like, if we throw away an item only to want it when someone takes it out of our trash can because it became more appealing to us, viewing its value through their desire to have it. Do you see that? Again, it's not because we decided it was valuable. If we seen value in the opportunity, would we have second guessed or been indecisive? No. Hypothetically, two men want to court you. They make that desire known and take time, and you take time to think about it. Meanwhile, they both meet other women. What are the odds, right? If you think to yourself, man, that could have been me, that is not a wholesome perspective. You are a variable that changes the equation of us, meaning you and your partner. Considering we are not carbon copies of each other, you being different so is the connection, if any, between you and either one of those men. Okay, I gotta stop right there. See, because I feel like something was broken there. Okay, so let me say that again. Hypothetically, two men want to court you. They make that desire known and take time to think about it. And you take time to think about it, right? Meanwhile, they both meet other women. What are the odds? If you think to yourself, that could have been me, right? That is not a wholesome perspective. You are a variable that changes the equation of us. And when I say us, I'm speaking to you and your partner, or your potential partner, or who you think your partner could have been now that they were with somebody else. Considering we are not carbon copies of each other, you being different also calls for the connection to be different between you and either one of those men. Okay? In other words, don't be so hard on yourself. Experience teaches, however, adopting others' vision doesn't lead to self-actualization. Self-love includes respecting the due processes of our growth, as opposed to sizing ourselves against others, which is to have confidence in outside validation. You know how many what ifs we have with all the variables that exist? Having an attitude of, I don't want to miss out, but I should have made an immediate decision in my uncertainty sounds like an oxymoron. Stand in your square. If it isn't a yes, it conserves our energy to make it a no, as opposed to being indecisive. Not only do we do what serves our higher self when operating from a place of authenticity, but it allows space for growth since we aren't pretending, right? Yeah, when you're not, I have to speak on that because I wrote something on this before. I'm not sure if I put it in an audio recording, but it's possible that I wrote it out. And a lot of my writings are on my Facebook page. But, how do you provide space for answers when you pretend to have the answer, right? So when you're authentic about where you are at in this present moment, you give space for more to come in to clarify whatever it is that you need. Also, we inspire others accordingly, right? When we do this, because we know the manifestation of their desires doesn't take away from our own, right? Because we're just not walking in that scarcity mindset, right? You can really, really genuinely, from a genuine place, be happy for someone else who got what they want, right? Because they knew what they wanted, right? It can be more of an inspiration to you, right? To just know that that's a possibility, right? Not that you missed out on anything, but it's a possibility that you could look forward to in any aspect of your life, whether it be relationship, career, where you live, location, you name it, right? When the desire is clear, right? You're not going to be indecisive about what you should do because it's clear you know what you want, right? So that which is highly powered in vibration doesn't operate from a place of confusion or uncertainty. I know some may not want to hear that because many being insecure, right? Been there, still probably have spaces that need to be cleared up. But for the most part, I'm growing, But yeah, I know some may not want to hear what I'm saying right now because many being insecure blame others for their indecisiveness when they believe it is preventing their progress. But if they know what they want and are not receiving it, right? Because they'll be able to discern when it's not presented, right? From those whom they're trying to convince that they should get this from, then it's just a matter of knowing your own value and connecting with someone who beholds that, not because of the fear of loss, but because of a genuine connection, right? And like I said before, this can be applied across the board. This can be, when applying for a career or a job, wanting to relocate. And again, a partnership, whether that's business, romantic, you name it. You know what I mean? It starts with knowing ourselves. When we know ourselves and we know what we want in a particular area of our life, it's not something that we're going to be indecisive about, grabbing a hold of when it's presented before us. It's just not. It's just not. And we don't have to sit here and, like I said before, be so hard on ourselves as to view this from a scarcity mindset. It kind of reminds me, like, I don't know, like it just feels like a game. And I don't think this is like a game to where like I said, you got to be very strong in standing in your square, right? If you know that confusion doesn't come with high vibrations, then it's safe to say that if something doesn't make sense and you feel an urge to make a decision or to move, then you can dismiss that thought, right? Because there's no clarity there. It's enough. The lack of clarity is enough to say no to yourself. Like, no, I'm not sure about this. And I can't speak for nobody else, but I could speak for myself. And even having been inspired by other people and seeing that fruit in their life manifest as a result of them just being honest, right? They weren't out here trying to be like everybody else. They weren't out here trying to size themselves up against everybody else. They were just being real with themselves, even if that meant it rubbed other people the wrong way. And somehow in certain areas of their life, when it came to that, they came out on top, right? Because there's just, like I said, that's just something that I learned from myself, that you can't go wrong in being authentic. It doesn't mean everybody's going to agree with you. It doesn't mean that everybody is going to agree with you, but it does mean without a shadow of a doubt how you feel about something, right? And it doesn't mean that you are not open to refinement, but that's the best place to be refined, is to be in an authentic space, right? Because it's more work to pull a person into I'm thinking of the word, like I would see that it would be more work, right, for your spirit team to pull you into like a new level, right? When you're not even aware of the level you're currently holding. Like, you know what I mean? Or you're not even aware of what it is that you desire, right? But once you've had enough experience out here to know what it is that you deserve, and that what you deserve is not a violation against universal law, then ain't no way you letting go of that opportunity when that shit presents itself. I'm sorry. I don't see it. Like I said, for me, it's an oxymoron, right? I think like, as it was pointed out, there needs to be a correction of perception there, right? Because there's no way you're going to be indecisive when you know what you want. So it's best to turn that statement around. I'm indecisive because I don't know what I want. However, I look forward to that manifesting itself, right? There's no shame in that. You are not blocking the universe for bringing in more, information for you to grow in your understanding, right? I can look forward to gaining clarity. It's all about perception. It's all about how you see it. It doesn't mean that you sit here and got to lie to yourself. You know what I mean? You don't have to lie. You don't. I mean, if you got to think of I'm not going to say you got to do anything because you have free will. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. But this is what I tell myself. Okay. If there's a higher power, if you believe in the Most High, right? The Grand Supreme, one of higher intelligence, right? Right? Don't you think this being knows how you already feel? So there's no who you fronting for. It's got to be man, because man is the one with the limitations, right? Not the creator, not sourced, man, right? So you got to reevaluate. It's better for us to reevaluate our statements instead of trying to push ourselves into a box that just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense, right? Let the fruit speak for itself. If you're unsure, it's not like an unrighteous thing for you to be unsure, right? It's just an indication, like we said earlier, of where you're at and where you want to be. And where you want to be is decisive, right? That's all you want is to be decisive, right? But that whole missing out thing and, I'm gonna miss out, and nah, we moving beyond that, so, these are, just the reflections I received as a result of just stopping and really think about what was being said and how I was, taking that. No diss to the person who wrote the post whatsoever. Like, these are exercises for me, right? And I share them. Like I said, when I feel encouraged by what it is that what I gain, I share it. And I just if it resonates with somebody, then hey, the more the merrier, right? So with that being said, I'm gonna leave it right there. If you find that anything resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.